This is the Australian Fishing Championships, the road to Toombra. 11 of Australia's elite brim, bass and barramundi anglers have been assembled to form 4 powerhouse teams. Each team has been equipped with the latest high-performance tournament angling craft matched with the most powerful engine and the latest innovations in fishing tackle. We've chosen 6 of the most challenging locations on the eastern seaboard to test the expertise of our pros. Foster, the oyster capital of Australia. The unspoiled waterways of Nambucca Heads. Majestic Mondrian Dam just north of Bundaberg. An old AFC favourite, picturesque Kania Dam. And Awoonga Dam, home to some of the biggest barramundi in Australia. Our final destination and the location where our champions will be crowned is the mighty Toombra Dam. Here, warm, tranquil waters provide an ideal environment for huge barramundi in excess of a metre. It's not about luck, it's not about chance, it's about skill, knowledge and the sheer determination to become this year's Australian Fishing Champions.
Hi, I'm Steve Starling and welcome to legendary Lake Awoonga for round 5 of the Australian Fishing Championships, the road to Toombra. This is the first of our 2 barra rounds and it promises to be an absolute cracker. I'm joined by Adam Reuter. Adam, last time Awoonga provided some of the most spectacular action of the series and of course our biggest fish, that 113 centimetre beast.
Yeah, looking at our pros' faces last year when they hooked into those metre plus barra was absolutely priceless, and some of them hadn't even caught a barramundi before. But this year we've got 4 dedicated pros that are absolutely sensational at what they do, which is catching barra.
That's absolutely right. These 4 barra pros qualified through the ABT Barra Series and they're going to share their tips and secrets with you to improve your barra fishing next time you hit the road. Now these are big fish, seriously big fish, and for that reason we've allowed our bass pros to team up with our barra pros to help them hook and land these monsters. That means double the lures in the water and double the chance of action. If we take a look at the championship leaderboard after 4 rounds, we can see Team Mercury finally nudging Team Berkeley from the top spot. Matty Mott's first AFC victory and the 2 bonus points for big fish have given Team Mercury a slim 2-point lead. They currently sit on 35 points. With a score of 33 points at Team Berkeley, reigning champ Harry Watson won that event last season but had to be satisfied with 2nd place this time round. Tim Morgan's never say die attitude has kept Team Hummingbird snapping at the heels of 2nd place. On 27 championship points, they're only 1 win away from the top of the leaderboard. Team Club Marine remain in 4th place after Carl Jochimson's Kania campaign fell short for the first time in 4 years, resulting in the former champion being relegated from the AFC. Now, here's Adam Reuter with his opinion on the highs and lows of what was a great day at Lake Kania.
Last round at Kania was incredibly different to previous visits to the venue. The bite was different, the fish were different, and old tactics played thin on a constantly changing arena. Matthew Mott from Team Mercury stuck to his pre-fish plan. He continuously fished the same stretch of water all day to great effect. He methodically worked a silent jackal mask over a drop-off, constantly hopping the lure while retrieving it. He also relied solely on the use of his Motor Guide Electric to silently position himself. Motty's combination of lure selection, quiet manoeuvring and his wise choice of location gave him his first ever AFC win and put Team Mercury into the lead. But we've got 4 of ABT's best barra pros ready to strut their stuff. Here's Matt Campbell.
Thanks, Adam. 4 new anglers and what promises to be one of the most exciting events we've ever had on the AFC. Team Club Marine is represented by barramundi specialist Jason Wilhelm. The 34-year-old Gladstone local won the first ever ABT Barra event and calls Lake Awoonga his 2nd home. Competing for Team Mercury in the Barramundi rounds is Karen Taylor. Although only 19 years of age, Karen has a wealth of experience, having won the 2007 Barra Angler of the Year. Team Berkeley's Barra campaign is led by Jason Medcalf. The 39-year-old qualified for the AFC when he won the ABT Southern Angler of the Year. Cy Taylor, twin brother of Karen, is fronting Team Hummingbird's Barra events. The slightly older of the Taylor twins finished a close second to his brother in the Barra rankings. So now that we've met the anglers, let's find out what tactics they'll employ in the first of our 2 Barra events.
Our tactics for this particular session is going to get in around the weed beds using plastics like this. It's a Berkeley 5-inch power mullet. Getting in and working it slowly down the weed edges. We found the fish were really onto them when the slower we wound them yesterday. We also alternated between the soft bodies and the small hard bodies. This is a little Tilson Barra. It's a small lure. Yesterday I jumped off an absolute monster on one of those, so it'll certainly get a swim today.
The main rig I'll be using today is a squidgy slick rig in the pro range. The rod I'll be using is a camo fish miller rod, and I've got a wire leader on here, and I'm using 50-pound fins braid. Not everyone fishes that heavy, but I like to put hurt on fish, keep the hooks in them, and fish a tight drag.
I've only spent 1 day on the water barra fishing with Si, and I've already learnt so much. I'm going out there today. I'm going to do exactly what he tells me to do because he's caught a lot more barra than me. He knows the dam really well, and I think if I can do what he tells me to do, we'll catch a lot of fish.
Yeah, it will be exciting fishing against my brother today. We both usually fish in the same boat, so it's going to be interesting seeing what happens. Me and Moddy went pretty good in the pre-fish yesterday. We caught a fair lot of fish and did a lot of looking around the dam, so we're feeling pretty confident that we can come home with a win.
Well, here I am on the start line for our first session at Lake Awoonga, and I'm with the boys from Club Marine. Guys, you're in last position at the moment, but with Jason's local knowledge, you're probably the hot favourites. An interesting situation. Bit of pressure, Jace?
Yeah, definitely so, Starlo, but the only pressure I've got is what I put on myself, so I'm just going to go out there and do what I've done ever since I've fished with Carl, and that's have fun, and that worked for us in the pre-fish, so we're just going to out have a ball.
What about you, Carl?
Yeah, if we can have as good a day as we had yesterday, Jace is a great fisherman, put us onto some good spots, put me onto my PB Barra that I lost, so if we can convert them to fish, we're going to have a fat day. Can't wait.
Couple of fairly confident boys there. Let's cross now to Matty Campbell and Steve Morgan to call the action of the start.